Hello and welcome to one and all. I'm Mrs. Lakshmi. I'm a postgraduate in economics and I have more than 20 years of experience in teaching economics to the junior and senior intermediary students by working in a couple of junior colleges in Hyderabad. Apart from that, I also have a couple of years experience in teaching economics to the CPT students. That is, students who are pursuing their CA course, they have an entrance examination, common proficiency test. So whatever the topics related, economics topics related to that, I have a couple of years experience in teaching for them also. Okay. So the syllabus for the junior and senior intermediary students is divided into two parts. The first part is the part one, that is microeconomics, which is meant for the junior intermediary students. And the second part is the economic development of India, which is prescribed for the senior intermediary students, which comes under the subject matter of macroeconomics. Okay. So initially, I'll be starting with the junior intermediary syllabus, and later on, I will be continuing with the senior intermediary syllabus and then for the CPT students. Okay. So I just want to add that even though whatever the topics which I'm going to cover is totally in alignment with whatever the syllabus prescribed by the Board of Intermediate Telangana, that these topics covered, especially the part one, is very useful for the students who are pursuing economics through other boards and also for the degree students and for anyone who wants to have some basic knowledge about economics. Okay, so here I go. Let me start with the first unit, which is meant for the junior intermediate students, that is the introduction to economics. Okay, okay, here is the first unit, that is unit 1, introduction to economics. So this unit covers topics starting from origin of economics, definitions of economics, fundamental problems of an economy, nature and scope of economics, and finally, various basic concepts of economics. So these are all the topics that are covered in the first unit, that is introduction to economics. Now, to begin with, we all have to know, want to know what is economics, what economics studies about, isn't it? So the first thing is, what is economics? So in order to know about what is economics, we have to go to the very first part, that is the origin of economics. Okay, so let me start with the origin of economics. So what is economics? That is the origin of the subject economics. So economics is derived from two Greek words. That is, one is oikos, which means household, and nemin, which means management. So put together, it is oiko nemin, that is household management. So when I say management, I think all of you can understand how each and every household, they are managing their budget. Okay, so when I say managing their budget, it is, I'm stressing the fact managing their budget because all of us know that in each and every one of our household, the expenditure is always more than the income. So when the moment I say budget, then immediately what comes to our mind is expenditure and income. Okay, and for your information, this Greek words "oikos" naming is being given by the great Greek philosopher Aristotle. Okay, now coming back to the household management, that is budget. So what is the necessity for studying something called budget? Each and every household is managing on their own. Why we need a separate subject for that? So it is not like that. Over a course of time, you will understand that. Okay. So now, in most of the households, expenditure always exceeds our income. So each and every household, they have to adjust their expenditure according to their income, which is a very, very difficult task. And this is not only confined only to one individual household. It is common to each and every household. It is common to each and every country. It is common to the entire world. Okay. So now, why there is a problem here? What is the problem? So expenditure, why the expenditure is arising? Because of wants, isn't it? Because of human wants. So basically, as a human being, we want to have so many things. So if you want to purchase a commodity, if you want to purchase a service, so what is a good and what is a service? Good is something, any commodity, any article that is having a physical shape and form. Service is something which is not having the any physical shape or form. For example, I'm purchasing a pen, I'm purchasing a pencil, I'm purchasing a mobile phone. They are all having a physical form. But I'm going to the beauty parlor and availing the service. I'm having the haircut. Okay, so that is not, I'm going to the dentist, I'm going to a doctor, I'm going to a lawyer, I'm going to a teacher, I'm taking tuitions. So these are all not having any physical form. So they all come under the category of services. Okay. So as a human being, all of us, we want both goods and services. So in order to purchase those goods and services, what we have to do, we have to earn money income. So with that amount of money income, we can purchase whatever the commodity we want, and then we are getting the satisfaction. So this leads to the economic circle. So what is that economic circle? As I mentioned to you, first it is wants, human wants. We want to purchase something. So if we want to purchase something, what we are doing, we have to earn an income. So what we are doing, we are making effort. We are working, we are employed in somewhere, we are undertaking a business, whatever it is. We are making some effort to earn income. So effort is nothing but whatever the efforts we are taking to earning income. Okay. So with that money income which we received, what we are doing, we are spending our money income. So by spending our money income, we are purchasing the commodity or service. So we are getting the satisfaction. So we are, and does it end here? It doesn't end, because once we are satisfied with one good or service, we want to have another good or service. So the cycle keeps on rotating. So this is what is known as economic circle. Okay. So now this earning income and spending income, that is what is known as economic activity. Okay. So what is an economic activity? That is earning and spending income in order to satisfy our wants. So wants lead to efforts, efforts secure satisfaction, and economic activity is centered around this wants, efforts, and satisfaction. Okay, so this is what is known as economic activity. Okay, now who are all the people who are indulging in economic activities? Anyone who is spending, anyone who is receiving income, any activity undertaken by an individual that results in earning and spending money income, they are all called as economic agents. So now coming to the this second part, who are all the economic agents? So economic agents are those who are indulging in economic activities. So everyone, as you can see that most of us are indulging in economic activities. So you can just categorize as a consumer. So as a consumer, we want to buy so many things. So consumers, and then there should be a producer to produce all those goods and services. Consumers, producers, and they are traders. They are the intermediaries, traders. And apart from that, we have another sector, government, etc. So all these consumers, producers, traders, government, all these sectors, they are involved in earning and spending money income. So they are all called as the economic agents. Okay. Now again, coming back to the same question, what economics has got to do with all this? And still I haven't answered you what is economics. Okay. So now what is the problem here? See, I told you, first thing, economic activity arises with human wants. If human being doesn't want anything, there is no need for making any effort, no need for earning income, and no need for spending that money income. But it is not like that. So the origin of the economic activity is human wants. Okay. Now there is a problem with this human wants, and there is a problem in getting that money income, and there is a problem in securing that satisfaction. Now, what is the basic problem here? So the basic problem here is human wants are unlimited, isn't it? If you are satisfied with one want, we want to purchase another good or service. So there is no end to human wants. So one of the most important feature of characteristic of human wants is human wants are unlimited. We want to have so many varieties of clothes, we want to have so many varieties of jewelry, so many varieties of gadgets, etc., isn't it? So human wants by nature, they are unlimited. But are we able to purchase whatever the commodities or services which we want? No, because money is not falling from the sky. So the second problem is the means, that is whatever the resources, and everything is a resource, money, land, property, everything comes in the raw materials, everything, they all labor, they all come under the category of resources. So the means or resources, are they unlimited? They are not, isn't it? So the means or resources, they are limited. Okay. And there is another problem here. What is the problem? The resource, the means can be put into various alternative uses. So what do I mean by alternative uses? The money which you have can be used for purchasing anything, isn't it? Either you can purchase a mobile phone, or you can purchase an iPad. If a student is having a pocket money, either he can purchase a burger or a sandwich. If a farmer is having a piece of land, either he can use it for the cultivation of paddy or for cotton, isn't it? He cannot use it both, because the money available with the people is not sufficient to satisfy both the requirements, either this or that, isn't it? So that's what I mean. Means can be put into alternative uses. So now we have the problem. So people have to make a choice. So the choice making is the either this or that. So everybody, as a consumer, as a producer, as a government, and the producer, either he has to use this land for the production of any commodity, whichever commodity he wants, he has to decide about it. If the government is choosing the resource, the government has to decide whether it has to invest for the development of agriculture or for industry, isn't it? So everyone, the capitalist, he wants to invest. So he's a landlord, he's investing his land. Okay. So the landlord, he has to decide either he has to rent his land for the construction of hospital or for commercial complex. So everywhere there is a problem. The people have to make a choice. So the thing is, they have to make a correct choice. So only if you are making a correct choice, if you are a consumer, your satisfaction is maximized. If you are a producer, your profits are maximized. If you are a government, then the welfare of the people is maximized. So you have to make that correct choice, and economics helps in this making this correct choice. Or in other words, what does economics study about? Now coming back to the main thing, economics studies about this relationship between unlimited wants and limited alternative uses of means in such a way how everyone gets maximum satisfaction. So economics as a subject is guiding the people, is guiding the consumer, how with this limited money income, what is the commodity he can purchase, what is the service he can avail of. For a producer, it is also guiding. For the government, economics as the knowledge of economics is guiding the government. The knowledge of economics is guiding the capitalists where to invest. So this is what economics studies about. This is what economics analyzes about, and the economic activity, that is the earning and spending income. So the economic activities forms the subject matter of economics. Okay, so this is what is economics is all about. How each and everyone, they are using their limited resources, limited means to satisfy their unlimited wants, so that they are securing their maximum satisfaction. So this is what economics is studying about. Okay, so now I think you have the basic idea of what economics is all about. And over a period of time, as a subject, there were several economists who have defined economics in so many ways, and each and everyone has said that this is what economics studies about. Some of the economists, they said that economics studies about wealth. Some other economists, they said about economics studies about welfare. Later economists, they said that economics studies about scarcity of resources. And still later modern economists, they are of the opinion that economics studies about the development or the growth of the country. So each and every batch of economists, they have their different views as to what economics studies about. So all these definitions, which I will be dealing with in the next class. So the next topic is the definitions of economics. So all these definitions of economics enabled economics to be formed as a one particular subject, or the subject matter of economics can be formed or can be framed based on these definitions. Okay, now to put it in a very nutshell, as of now, just understand that economics is dealing with about the unlimited wants and the limited alternative uses of means. Okay, so I will come up, as I mentioned, I'll come up with the next video, the definitions of economics. So until then, bye bye, take care.